I could definitely say that over the past 4 to 5 years since I've truly tried to get better at skating transition, that I definitely have improved. I went from being super nervous and super afraid of riding the transition to now being able to ride the transition super duper well and thrive pretty much. I learned so many different lip tricks. I learned how to drop in, both regular and switch. I learned how to pump, carve, all the other stuff. You get the idea. But even at times like this, there definitely is more room for improvement. And one of the things that I honestly never really chose to practice was try to pump and carve front side and back side, but do it switch. I never really chose to practice it, but now that I really think about it, basically being able to carve and pump both front side and back side, switch and regular could definitely help me in the long term and just help me, stay longer in the bowl instead of having to like revert or turn or just, I just feel like me being able to carve all different types of stances just gives me a better opportunity for flow and not having to constantly, adjust my body so much to one stance or the other and then carve and then pump. Hopefully I'm not overcomplicating that. But point is, I'll be practicing carving and pumping switch, and I'm just going to show it to you guys. Here you go. I know I said that I mainly wanted to show this video for both backside carving and frontside carving switch, but I also kind of felt as if maybe I should practice a little bit of my backside carving and my regular stance too. As you can tell here, it's not really that bad, but I think this is probably after I was trying to truly practice and trying to remember how to do it. But as you can tell here, it wasn't really that bad. At first it was a little bit weird, but after a while it was actually quite natural. I can definitely say now that when it comes to carving both front side and back side in my regular stance, I've got quite a knack for it. At first, it was always just going front side. As you can tell here, I was trying to go for a little line. So yeah, I still have a little bit of work on that other side over there, but it's some rolling that they added and some crack. It's at the very top of that right side over there, so if I pump too high, I'll probably just eat shit and slam into the wall. But as you see, I got that wonderful axle stall. I mean, I missed it the first few times, but it's alright. Nobody's perfect. Next was trying to carve front side and switch. Not gonna lie, this was kind of uncomfortable at first, but like with many things in skateboarding, it's very uncomfortable at first. So, yeah. As you can tell here, I was kind of struggling, but as I look back at the footage now, and as I began to practice more, I really began to realize that the only true error that I was making was leaning too far forward when trying to carve it front side. As you can see, when I'm always carving front side and my regular stance, I'm always leaning back, trying to match the angle of the ramp and the way that it's, made. If that makes any sense, so I'm trying to basically, lean back a little bit more and trying to adjust my body so that way I could be at the same angle, if not a close enough angle as the ramp, so I can maintain my balance while riding on the wall. And after a while, I guess I began to understand that, and it wasn't really that bad. Obviously, I'm not pumping as hard as I could when I'm doing it in my regular stance, but I mean, hey, it's baby steps, and I felt like I really got a knack for this rather quickly. Obviously, there's still a lot more work to do to truly get it right, and honestly, as you can tell, I'm gonna keep messing it up a few more times, but hey, I'm getting there, and it's not bad, so I gotta take progress when I can get it. Next was trying to pump and carve backside while also doing it switch. Not gonna lie, this was very uncomfortable. I think I was probably just leaning a bit too far back, I feel like with front side and backside, when it comes to carving, it's vice versa. As you can tell here, I'm also hesitating because I don't know what it's like dropping in switch. I can, but I'm still practicing my form on it. I mean, the fact that I was able to actually do it pretty darn well for most of these attempts was pretty good, because I was trying to go for a nose stall and then drop back in before, because I didn't think that I could commit that well, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, this is taking too long, I just have to commit. So I tried, and with the carving backside, it was kind of hard, and yeah, I flopped maybe a few times with that drop in, but trying to carve backside switch was a little bit uncomfortable, but as you can tell here, I was eventually able to kind of get the hang of it, Was it uncomfortable to some extent? Yes, it was, but I'm really trying to think about the long term here, At first, it's going to be uncomfortable, and after a while, I'll start to get better at it, you know? I could definitely say that this is like definitely possible, you know? And for the long term, this will be really, really good for me carving bowls and stuff. But back to me truly, you know, with the carving and stuff. You know, I was really trying to like focus on leaning forward. I guess maybe trying to like center my weight a little bit. But like, it's kind of like I said before, you know, carving front side, lean back a little bit. You know, carving back side, lean forward a little bit, you know? And as I began to lean forward, it wasn't really that bad, and I kind of got the hang of it. I thought it was going to be kind of hard, and honestly it was, but I could definitely say that after practicing a little bit, I was able to get a little bit more comfortable. Here's a little bonus thing I was trying to work on. Nothing too crazy. I got the rock to fakie out of the lens, but that was just mainly, I guess, like a setup trick in this scenario. So I was truly trying to, you know, get in the right position to try to carve it backside. And yeah, definitely say that kind of helped a little bit. I guess I can definitely say that carving switch and pumping switch was a little bit of a different experience, but it wasn't that bad, you know? Should probably definitely head back to Long Beach sooner or later and practice that again. But yeah, I was able to practice carving and pumping switch, both front side and back side, and also practice my switch drop ins, because it's still kind of uncomfortable to do that. But hey, I killed like three birds with one stone technically, so I guess that's a win right there. You know, it may not look like, honestly, like, it may not look like that much progress first, but like it's the little things, you know, and he's like work it up from there, you know. And yeah, I think that's all right, and I had a blast doing it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna head out. Peace.